Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? Hello, I'm AP. So what is up, everyone? Yes, hi. My name's Justin Cardoza. I am the Tragic Medium. Yay! And this is Broby, missing Tiefus. Missing your Tiefus. That's it. All right. Welcome back, everybody, on this Friday night in October. All right. Ready? Okay, you say hi?
Hi.
Okay, say bye.
Bye.
All right, beat it. Scram. All right. Oh, sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Been a crazy day, man. Energy all over the place. I'm sure you guys know. You guys understand, right?
No.
You know, I wasn't talking to you, guy.
Yes.
Yeah, so, hey, welcome back, everybody. Like I said, my name's Justin Cardoza. I am a psychic medium known as the Tragic Medium.
You should have your sound effect going there.
Got Peanut Gallery going on in the background. Energy is crazy, hectic, all over the place. Welcome back. So if this is your first time here, or if you haven't already, please make sure to click the subscribe button, the thumbs up, and the bell notification so you get notified when I go live. All right, how has everybody been doing? Going live on a Friday night tonight, a little bit different. I'll still go live tomorrow. I just figured, let me go live, see what's happening, see what's going on with everybody, Don't have anything in particular, just, want to let everybody know that I'm here, we're ready to rock. Today's middle son's birthday. Well, hey, Susan, happy birthday to him. Absolutely. So, just, it's been hectic. Had a reading that ran late today, so sorry. Still trying to get in the zone here. All right, just figured out. Let me come on. I was already kind of in the groove. Let me see if anybody is coming through for any of the regs that come on. Wow, Nancy. You need to get some sleep. You are doing God's work, though. No doubt about it. You and Chelsea. So good for you guys. Oh, man. So, hey, Dana. Hey there, Rossen? Is that how you say your name? Roseanne? Rossen? Oh man, what's up, Aaron? Going down.
Color?
What's going with the gray? I don't know. Should I see if it? I thought maybe that was like a new default or something. Should I see if I can change it?
Yep.
Let's see. Hang on one sec. Technical difficulty. Back to camera. Oh, that's worse. Hang on. Let's see what happens. Oh no, that's no good.
I've never seen that before.
This is the Great Invisible Man.
Oh yeah, look at this.
All right, beat it. Let's see.
Someone write something.
Now it's not working at all.
Great. In the other room.
The energies, man. The veil is thinning. The veil is thinning. It has sucked all of the color out of our on-screen chat. Ooh.
It's just turning to gray.
It's gray. Whatever. Yeah, I broke it.
Huh? What?
Well, this is a mess.
Right.
This is a mess. So here's the thing, guys. All right, I'm figured I'd come on, see if any spirit is knocking at the door. Oh, you don't see gray? The on-screen chat here to my left isn't, the names aren't in gray. So figured I'd come on, see if there's any spirit coming in. Yeah, it's gray. Okay.
Just keep it until just Dominic gets back.
Not worried about it, man. Not really worried about it. It's gray. It'll have to do for now. We'll figure it out.
You know what? It updated. Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me the mouse for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's gray, I'm up for a reason. Because it might.
Hey, Rocio. What's going on?
Susan, Chris, Dana, Ima, Aaron. If they're new, anybody new on Gloria Mitchell, hello.
Oh. Hey, there. Look, you can change it. You can add custom CSS now to the code. That's okay. So that's what I'll do for next time. I will just change the color.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
With CSS, and
that's why.
That's what we'll do.
It's on YouTube. That's why.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll take care of. Well, we never had control. See, we use some sort. What is this? It's basically for Twitch, and Twitch you can.
Yeah, it's Streamlabs OBS. So I need to get these down here real quick because I got some. I'm gonna get a pen. This, sorry.
Behind the scenes work, very unprofessional. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Well, it should have happened earlier, but. There you go. I just need to get those down. You can minimize that window.
This one?
Get the white one. You can minimize it.
All right, there we go.
About that.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I just figured I'd come on. Like I said, I'm trying to get it out and see if there's any spirit coming through tonight for any of you guys.
Maybe needs a cleansing reading.
See if anybody needs a cleansing reading. That's a good way of putting it, right? Because the energy has been a little wonky, right? With October is one of those months, man. What's up, Natasha? Slept all day? It's good. It's good. And so I figured I'd come on, do card readings. Oh, the move is going to be good, Natasha. No doubt about it. If anybody wants a full card reading, we will do, we do that for $25. Sorry, still trying to get zoned in, get focused here, guys. Let's see.
$25 for a card reading.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said. I said that. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, it'll work out. It'll work out, Natasha. And so, man, I tell you what. I'm not getting any...
I'll take a card reading.
You'll take a card reading?
Yeah, give me a card reading.
All right, $25.
It is. You already been paid. It went through PayPal.
Oh. Okay. All right. So I was actually kind of thinking of something a little bit different since we are in October. October is the month for spooky. Right? Who's got spooky tales? Who's got spooky tales as to what got you into researching the other side? What was your catalyst that made you realize that there's something more other than just religion and the way that you were brought up? Did you ever have a moment of epiphany that made you stop and say, hey, there's something more here? I think anybody that spends any time actually looking into whether it be the paranormal, life after death, I want to know what those stories are for you guys. Because Lord knows I've got my fair share. I do enough talking. But what about you guys? You know? Is it something that just... the stories I could tell. Sounds like Grampy Rabbit. I watched too much Peppa Pig.
Not just
Peppa Pig.
Natasha's and her mother's death.
Yeah,
She died.
so what happened there? What did your mother... So Natasha says her mother's death and what she said before she died. Okay. So what was that? Are you willing to share? I'm not the only one. All right, good. Good to know I'm not crazy. That's what happens. You got little ones, I guess, you know. Muddy puddles, right?
Oh, Susan said something.
Yeah, I know. Wow, really? So she said that it won't be long because your brother and father are coming down from a big mountain. You know, I have found that to be the case, Natasha. That it isn't... You see, anybody who's read my book, and in the end, shameless plug, but available now on Amazon. No, but anybody who's read my book knows that ever since a young age... What was that?
That was the sound effect because we did Shane's work. Sorry.
All right, so knows that I've had a pull towards that made it buffer. Yeah, good job, Dom. Knows that, you know, I had a fascination with Ghostbusters in elementary school. I had my mother get me the Time Life mysteries books or whatever they were called, you know, Timeless Mysteries or whatever it was. I've always been fascinated by it. One thing, my mother, growing up, I don't think I ever wrote about this part of it, but, you know, my mother was a nurse in a geriatric center in a nursing home. And she worked literally around the corner from where I lived. It was in walking distance. And during summertime, I would go up there as a little kid and spend time with the older folks. And now, they had some really fascinating stories when I was young. A lot of them were Holocaust survivors. I remember one woman in particular was a professional opera singer, and she had dementia. Couldn't remember who she was, didn't remember her name, but could still sing Madame Butterfly flawlessly. And God, she must have been in her 80s or 90s at the time. And the only reason that she was Jewish and the only reason that she survived World War II, she was in Germany, was because the Nazis loved her voice. And she would perform for the Nazis in one of their clubs. It's the only reason she survived. Anyway, my mother would always tell me, oh, so-and-so is getting ready to go. So-and-so is getting ready to die. So-and-so is getting ready to die. How do you know? How do you know this? And she'd say, well, they start seeing their family members. And sure enough, you know, as time marches on and my abilities become more pronounced, and I am in contact with people who are ill and sick, more and more I see it now. And I hear the stories over from people who don't know each other, and it doesn't... Here's the beautiful thing about this, because it could be very depressing if you look at it in the wrong way. The beautiful thing about it, from my perspective, and one of the gifts that I've been given, that God has given me, is the ability to do this. And I have read for numerous people, thousands of people from every walk of life. We're talking atheist, we're talking Muslim, Jewish, it doesn't matter. Race, creed, religion, none of it matters. People are people, and it's all the same once we cross. And it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, it doesn't matter if you're Jewish, it doesn't matter if you're Christian, it doesn't matter if you're atheist. When people are ill and they're close to death, without a doubt, people start coming through and preparing them. I have heard the stories over and over across the cultures. It doesn't matter. And so the beautiful thing that says to me is that heaven is real and that there is an entire protocol in place for when we're getting ready to cross. So, you know what I mean? And what's up, Tracy? And I find that very comforting. You know, I that was one of the first things that I realized when I really began pursuing this career and using my abilities for other people. It was one of the main things that I found incredibly, incredibly comforting, is that there's nothing but love that comes through, and there's nothing but peace. And it's incredibly important for us to remember that, especially at this time of year, because the other side is marketed as dark and spooky, and it's anything but. As Mario begins to play. Cue Mario. Cue Mario music, right? It's anything but, guys. And yeah, being scared and spooked is a lot of fun. Ghost hunter shows are a lot of fun. It's fun to watch. It's fun to imagine. But it's even better to bear witness. And to live it. And to live truth. So, you know, staying with mom in hospice, I saw many people pass. Each one embraced death very differently. Each day someone would go, profoundly affected. As a type, I said all nationalities and religions. Well, it's true, you know. Yeah, I just want everybody to remember that, because we're in that time of year when you see all the spooky stuff. Yeah, hearing you, that's another one. That's another common one. Hearing your loved one's voice again, especially at the funeral. That's common. Hear that one a lot too. You know. I want everybody to take comfort in that fact that that, man, there is a protocol in place. And let me be perfectly clear, even though I don't have spirit coming through right now. When I do, when you guys see me doing readings, you'd be surprised how often I'm asked, well, are they in heaven? Well, yeah, of course. Of course they are. Look, I only work from the light, which means that the ability that I have is to be able to communicate and connect and read energy. And energy never stops. We even after we pass on, our energy doesn't die. Our physical body does, but our energy doesn't. Our soul doesn't. And it's that energy that I connect with. That's my ability. Now, the gift that I have, the Holy Spirit gift, is discernment. Meaning being able to tell from light, from dark, good, evil. And I gotta tell you guys, there's a lot more good out there than there is evil. And that's why, you know, while ghost hunter shows are fun and hauntings are fun, especially this time of year, right? It's not all dark, guys. It's not all dark. Unfortunately, you know, paranormal activity and stuff like that has to be marketed as dark because people don't want to buy into the light. It's a sad state of affairs. And the evil that you see every day is just the evil, twisted mind of mankind. So when I'm doing a reading, guys, it's a loved one that is coming through from heaven. It's a loved one that's coming through from the light. Okay? Just dumb. What?
No, I got a text message.
Oh. Let's see here. Wendy's.
From a very, very, very good one.
I'll say they don't want to return to Earth. And that's true, Natasha. Yeah. You know, near NDEs, for anybody who doesn't know, is near-death experience, right? So near-death experiences, ooh. We'll do one on that.
For light workers.
Yeah, So near-death experiences. Everybody, again, right, Natasha, they say the same thing, that they made it to the other side and they saw Jesus, they saw God, they saw whatever. And once they're there, they don't want to leave. They don't want to go, okay? But they're told that their job's not done here on Earth, and right back they go. That is so true. I've heard that numerous times.
Make sure people are hitting the thumbs up.
Yeah, and hey guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up if you're here and share.
Yeah, like I know a lot of the people on here, you know, last time we didn't get as many likes. You need to like. That way we get all over the YouTubes. If you want to see more likes, if you want to see more of this stuff.
The thumbs up, right?
Yeah, that's a like.
The thumbs up.
I think that's universally known as like press it. Alright?
I don't think they know. Maybe you should bring the screen in front of them.
I think, Dom, you need to do like a tutorial.
No, show right in front of the camera
and
now.
Look, if you're on mobile, there's going to be a little bar at the top of the chat. And it's going to say top chat, or it's going to say something like that. There should be a little X you can press.
Yep.
Press that, and then press the thumbs up, and then there will be another button right next to the thumbs up that says, or next to the thumbs down that says live chat. Tap that, and it'll bring it back. I know a lot of people can't seem to figure that out, but if you just look at it, you'll get it.
All right.
Yeah, you got to share on Facebook, not.
Thank you, Mr. Technical Inspector.
There's also a share button over there too. You need to
a share button, yeah. Right.
So
okay.
Make sure to go advertise it everywhere you can.
That's right, guys.
And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to, you know, as the year marches on, as we are starting to get closer into the holiday season, here's what I know. Okay? Here's what I know. Is that we call it 'tis the season. Right? And the holiday seasons bring joy, but it also brings sorrow and sadness and missing loved ones that aren't here with us at that time. Okay? So I'm going to be trying to go live more often as we round out the year, because look, I want everyone to know that even during the holiday seasons when we are missing our loved ones, that they are there. They're coming through. Why are you moving that? That's good. All right. And so, what about times where you were spooked? Anybody got something like that?
Oh, yeah. We're just having a secret conversation over there.
Daddy, stink out. What? I'm joking.
How about a cleansing card read? I want a cleansing card read.
You want one?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do one for you. A cleansing card read.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Because I have felt the energy.
Thank you, Susan. Appreciate that. So, a cleansing card read.
I need one desperately.
If you want a card reading, they're $25.
Right, yep.
Thing.
Alright. 2 days ago, you were standing in your bathroom and saw a small person walking down the hall from the corner of your eye, but it wasn't his son. Ooh. Shadow figure, huh? Alright, so. Alright. Oh, Dana, I was saying, what is some spooky times they've been spooked? Just trying to change it up, man. Just trying to change it up between card readings. And if anybody wants a card reading, we're about to...
Sorry, I got.
For my card reading, what sound effects do you have?
Let's see here.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? I know what's wrong with the stupid chat. I know what's wrong because look at the emojis. They're black and white.
Right.
Yeah, there might be something. It's there we go.
Oh.
That's stupid. I was trying to fix it the other day. I was trying to fix the colors and I must have messed it up.
Should I leave the room and call in?
Ooh, that would be.
You want to do that?
Yeah. I want the full Monty.
You want the full effect?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I want to hear what the sound effect sounds like. Oh, that sounds good. That's high quality.
Yeah, it's high quality indeed.
Alright, let me get the headphones and open up Google Voice. I wasn't expecting much from this one since we were so late. Sorry.
Yeah, I
Very
know,
unprepared
man.
this time around, but I mean, now we got sound effects. I've been wanting to do that for a year.
Got our own sound effects over there.
Geo crying is just one sound effect.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm gonna sure add more now.
Oh, that's spooky. They're like, here, let me help illuminate the situation for you. Amy says, got a funny spooky one. About 3 a.m. got up to use the bathroom, but she knows her house backwards and forwards, so never turns on a light. When she's sitting on the toilet, the light turns on.
But
Like, here, let me help you out.
did the switch move though? Like, did it just go? Like that would be.
Dude, I don't know. That'd be even creepier, man.
Well, I mean, how else would it turn on?
I don't know.
I mean,
Who knows, man?
okay, we'll just keep that in the background, and then we'll minimize that. And
Bum, bum, ba, bum.
yeah.
Yeah, we just chilling out, man. Just chilling out. So, next up, man.
What is with this child?
Because I
He's
can't
flipping
control him.
out.
I'm sorry.
He's-
See, that's why I need the cleansing. Make sure you show me my cards. I paid.
I also have a sad one. Do you want to hear it real quick while you're flipping the cards?
A sad one?
Yeah.
Changes the background.
That's gonna happen. Oops. Okay. Well.
Good job, Dom.
But it's kind of half baked, but hopefully.
You just destroyed Aaron's eardrums.
Oh God! R.I.P. headphone users.
Good
Oops.
job. Sparky's grave? Huh. Let's see. I gotta put these big doofy things on you. I know.
No.
Listen. I know.
Okay. You know. If you break them, you owe me.
Okay.
Let me do it.
You do it. Oh, that's why. I got it going the wrong way?
Do you need them adjusted for your head?
I don't know, maybe. Who knows? There we go.
It's making some
Now it's like I'm a radio personality.
Like Fraser Crane. You're listening.
You're listening to the Justin Cardoza Radio Network. All right. Yeah, it's 918-200-WDOM. WDOM. Headphones are muted. There we go.
Just pull that. Okay, let me keep that real quick. It just thinks there's just a tiny tangle in them, so let me just. It's the shape of a pretzel, literally. Sorry.
Wow. So Ima's TV in her bedroom would turn on and off every night.
Every single night? I mean, that could be like a timer setting, because some TVs have that. You might just accidentally turn it on. But
it's really time to like take the TV out when it's unplugged and it goes and it turns on.
oh, that's be like
Yep, time to go.
throw it out the window, throw it into the pool. That's it.
No timer, man. All right, so is this lady calling in or what?
Oh, she already called. You missed it.
I did.
Yeah, you gotta call back. Just press the 918. Yeah. It's not leak your number. Just press the call button. No, you don't have to right-click it, man. You just click it. There you go. So
Well, you got this funky mouse.
You gotta click the call button. You see the
This
phone?
one?
Yeah.
You can't make calls.
Oh, great. Okay, well.
I can't even hear anything. I don't know if it's coming through or not. What are you doing?
Can you,
What a mess.
She's calling in again, so she should be calling in. Great. Okay, that's okay. Well, she's gonna have to come in here because it doesn't work. I was trying to save space because there's no space, and I downloaded Opera because it takes less space.
So
And it screwed it up because it doesn't support it because Google's stupid. Even
so
though
it's not
Chrome,
working,
with
even
a
though it
different name.
says missed call.
Yeah. As
Yep.
you can see, you missed another call just because there's no. I did not know that, and when I tested it, it worked. So they changed something. Thanks.
Good job. Well, at least I don't have to wear these. Ah, man. Going live on a Friday. Man, oh man. Can't pick up the phone. Nothing coming through.
All that
Nothing.
trouble for nothing.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Just
All
get
right.
on with it. I want my cards.
All right. You wanna shuffle them? Get your
No.
energy on here.
Not really. Okay, well, I can, yeah.
Why don't you do that?
Alright, let me come sit over there.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just very bloated. I don't want to sit in a chair. Okay. Let me get my funky energy on your cards.
Do it. Do it.
We need more likes. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up.
Well, the readings, the readings are the same quality, no matter whether it's in person or over the phone, or it doesn't matter. The readings are going to be the same quality either way, and it just and as far as the cost goes, just depends on what type of reading it is that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just hit me up with a text, and oh hey, welcome Summer, first time joining the live. Good to have you on here. And so my name's Justin Cardoza. If anybody's joining that hasn't been here before, my name's Justin Cardoza. I'm a professional psychic medium known as the Tragic Medium. Became my specialty, tragic cases. Basically, come on at least once a week. You try to get at least twice, but usually at least once a week, and do free spirit readings online to those that I get, and right now I don't have any spirit coming through, so I am doing a card reading for someone. Yeah, I need to trademark that, right? Consider it trademarked. All right. Are you ready?
I am ready.
And so now we are going to just do a cleansing
Card reading.
Hello.
Everybody.
For Roseanne.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And welcome. All right, so
Oh my God, they're all upside down. That's funny. Okay.
ugh.
Oh God.
You sure you want to do this?
Yes.
It's too late now. No turning back.
I'm not reading them. You're reading
I know.
them.
I'm going to read them.
Do your thing, boo. Do your thing.
Okay, so for Miss Roseanne. First card we pull, and welcome everybody. Welcome to the Tragic Medium. We're in the middle of doing a cleansing card reading for Roseanne, but we're going to share it with everybody. We're going to let everybody see exactly what's happening here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You cool?
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
So, first card, your heart card, your anchor card. Don't.
Go ahead, Dominic.
I'm not.
Yeah.
The card, practice makes perfect, right? But it came out upside down. Right? Practice makes perfect. So, you, ma'am, always talk about how practice doesn't make things perfect because perfection is impossible. Practice only makes things better. Right? What this card is saying is that it's not about practice. It's not about, I'm not meaning to. It's not about practice, and it's not about perfection or even getting better. It's a card about control. Because for you, how people obsessively practice because they're trying to be perfect, you try to control situations to make them perfect. So yeah, you absolutely adhere to the fact that practice doesn't make perfect. Because in your mind, you're like, fuck practice. I don't need to practice. I'll control it with an iron fist to make it perfect. But perfection doesn't exist. Right? And so that leads to frustration. Second card I pull. Sweetness. Upside down. Right? Everybody see that? Sweetness. All of these cards mean different things for different people. But in this instance, for you, it's talking about temperament and the way you react to things. Because things aren't perfect and can't be perfect, and your control of them can't make them perfect, it leads to frustration. And it sucks the joy out of you. And the frustration leads to anger. No, the frustration leads to fear, because you realize you're not in control of anything. And the fear, your response to fear is anger. Right? That's what this card represents.
Yeah.
Sucking the joy out. Okay? Which in turn harms your faith.
Every day.
I know. Faith card. Upside down. With me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Because your faith takes a hit. Your faith takes a hit. And here's the thing. Next card that I got was the generosity card. Right? Generosity. I'm sorry. I am not meaning to hit that. Let me push that out of the way. The generosity card. It's not like I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's not about being generous with other people. That's all easy. Or being generous with me or the babies. You have to be generous to yourself. And not in the way that we would normally mean. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Not in the way that we would normally mean, boo. It means being generous in yourself and being lenient with yourself. Allowing yourself to be flexible. It's a tough lesson that you got to learn. All right? Speaking of, hey, because that was the next card, right?
Yeah.
Because that's the lesson you got to learn. It's the learning experience card.
Uh-huh.
You know that you got to learn it. You know that that's what's on the agenda. You know that's what's on the plate. But you fight it. Man, you fight it tooth and nail. So how do we fix it? That's what we start moving into, right? What does that mean? get the pause card for you. What does that mean? Going with the lesson that you're refusing to learn, it means this is the answer. Give yourself a break, man.
When I give myself a break, though, I detach.
Well, that's the point. That's the lesson.
It's not healthy.
I know, but that's my point.
Yeah.
Is how do you remain attached but still learn to ease up on yourself? That's what you got to figure out.
The music's not working, damn it. That's the problem.
You have glimpses.
I don't.
You believe in what we're doing.
Yeah, always.
I know.
Always, every day.
I know that. I know that.
That's the problem. I believed in it for 17 years.
I know. Believe. You believe in what we're doing. You believe that you're the one who for 17 years has told me how incredibly important what I do is.
Yeah.
Even when I didn't fully grasp it. And I know that was a burden to bear. I do. I know. And now that I get it, it's like, you're like, ah, and like all the cracks are forming from the 17 years of stress with it. And I'm sorry. But it's good. It's all good. The thing is, you have to believe in yourself that you're capable of the change. Okay?
See, the thing is that I can't believe in this when we have 15 people watching. That's the shit that stresses me out.
It doesn't matter how many people are watching right now. That's you trying to control things. Why is that stressing you out?
Because here's
why.
morons on
It doesn't.
YouTube
Don't compare us. Don't compare us. Don't compare us to people. Hey, look at me.
I know, but I just
It don't matter, man. None of that matters, boo.
I don't know. I don't even know what the learning experience is at this point.
You learning to relinquish trying to control everything. So the fact that there's only 15 people watching or whatever the number is, I don't care what the number is. Boo. Look, I saw somebody that's been doing this just as long as us. They had one person. One. And they do it consistently over and but they get one. Our numbers fluctuate. But look at me. Who cares? We have a dedicated core. Look, because the message isn't for everybody. You know that.
I know.
You're the one who said that. I could water things down and make things phony baloney as everybody else, but is that going to help the people that come on here?
No.
Is that going to help anyone?
No.
No, right?
No, but it's not. That doesn't pay the bills, and that's not what I want in life.
Listen,
It's
I
not.
know that.
It's not.
Roseanne, I know that, but here's the thing. It's coming.
I know. I just don't know how much I can take after this year.
It's been a rough year, dude. Ain't no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And the 15 people that are on here are actually seeing a little behind the scenes shit right here. Right? Yeah. Okay? We are not immune to the stresses of daily life. Okay? We suffer just like everybody else, but you know what? I'm not on here, I'm not a big tooth salesman. Telling you that, for, hey, $100 a month, you can make 20 grand in your bank by next week. What kind of bullshit?
No,
Okay?
I mean, I believe
And
you.
rah, rah, rah,
I
and
believe all
doing
that.
videos in front of rented Lamborghinis and Ferraris, right? We've all seen that bullshit. People who want that, there's a million of those people. There's only one us. Okay? Look, the people on here, they know
I know.
that we're
and
legit.
I'm
That this is legit. Look,
I know, and I'm so unbelievably appreciative of it.
I know. So here's the thing, man. Stop worrying about the numbers.
Numbers are a problem in everything in our life.
I know that. I know. Ain't a thing, man.
Yeah.
You know? It ain't a thing. I know, look. Who you telling?
It was upside down.
Yeah. Sign from above, upside down. Because she ain't seeing it.
Where is it? I don't get it.
It's here. It's all right in front of you. It's gonna listen to me. Roseanne, listen to me. Do you know why it's so much harder? It's exponentially harder for you to see the forest through the trees right now. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because you know what you did this year? You stepped up and owned your own intuitive nature. Paul said that you were my equal. Welcome to my life. It was a hell of a lot easier trying to push me and urge me forward, right? But this is what I've been dealing with for 17 years. And that's why I'm just kind of like, well, it ebbs and flows, boo. And yeah, it sucks, especially when we're trying to make the push. But we gotta make the push together as a united front. Okay? Look at me.
Yeah.
Close that if you have to. None of that matters. Because this is the unabridged, uncensored message.
Yeah, every single one of those cards. Sorry. I don't get. I just don't get it.
What don't you get? The how? Or the what? The what it's supposed to be? What?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like, that's the problem. I always know. And I don't know.
It's fear that's blocking you. Look, it's fear of the unknown.
Not to control. I was told not to keep a lid on it because I'll blow. I was told not to control. That was a big one.
Right. What? Learning to not try to control things?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's one that's going to take time. Look, it takes time, dude. Lessons aren't learned overnight.
But this
what
is
do we
not
tell
about
people?
intuitiveness. This is about our life.
Yeah, Roseanne.
These cards are about
you don't
our
listen.
life.
Hey, you don't have to explain anything. I'm talking to me and you right now.
Yeah.
There's no explanation needed. Do you understand the words that I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm telling you? The message that I'm giving.
How am I supposed to pause? When I check out, like when I pause and I check out and I sit and I play my game, I check out so bad that I disconnect totally.
I know.
I can't do that. It's like I don't know.
That's
the
what that's
problem.
saying. That's what that's saying is we gotta figure that out, right? That's gonna take time. It takes time, dude. Look, when we give readings to people, do you expect them to get it right away? No, of course not. It takes time. And look, it's a hell of a lot easier. And look, listen, guys. This is true for me. This is true for Roseanne. It's a hell of a lot easier delivering a message than receiving one. That's a lesson in and of itself. LWE students, listen to me very carefully. Take note. Write this down. Make a voice memo. It's a hell of a lot easier to deliver a message than it is to receive one. And this is why when we read for people, you have to allow them wiggle room. You have to. This is a perfect example of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the message is fucking painful. You've given me my share of painful messages.
Yeah, and you never listen to them. That's the
They take time. Of course I listen to them. I react differently.
I know. I'm just... My head is spinning from all this. Because, I know, but I don't know.
You wanted this. You wanted me to give you a reading.
I know, but I'm just confused. I don't know where to start.
Just pray, boo.
It wasn't getting me anywhere. It wasn't getting me anywhere.
Babe, come on.
I mean, it does, but I'm just hurting right now. That's
I know.
all.
Dude, we're in a rough spot. We're in a rough spot. But you know what? Look. Do you think it's not being noted that even though we're in a rough spot, we still try to come on and do what's right?
Always.
Do you think that's not being noted somewhere?
That's
why we run on faith. That's why we run on faith.
Because you're not supposed to do this when you don't have joy in your heart.
I know. Our job ain't easy, man.
No.
If this was easy, everybody would do it.
What's the card after?
That was the last card.
Let me see what the next card is. Yeah, over there.
Oh. Bonus.
What's the next one?
Oh,
Bonus.
We can keep going.
+1.
Yeah.
But did you really need these two?
No, I just wanted to prove
Right.
that I was right.
Yeah. Well.
So what you're saying is that I'm missing the signs from above
Dude, they get harder to spot.
because
It gets listen, the more we're in tune with what we know to be true and what we know to be right, this is for everybody. The signs become exponentially harder to spot. They just do. You know? It's like take baseball. You know baseball. All right? In Little League, you know, a fastball is probably thrown at like 40, 50 miles an hour by a really good pitcher. But as you grow up, that ball goes faster and faster until you get to the big leagues and you're in the 100-mile-per-hour zone. They get exponentially harder to hit, right? It's the same thing with us, man. You graduate from Little League and you're in the big leagues now.
No, this is more like a knuckleball.
Yes. Yeah. That's true.
What we need is a Hail Mary. And that's a whole other sport.
Right. Listen. Things are shifting. Things are moving in the right direction. Whether you want to whether you want to accept that or not. They're going in the direction that they're meant to go in. And it has been an incredibly tough year. But that's what the whole story of Job is about. The whole story
Job
of
again?
Job and Joseph, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Joseph especially. I mean, thank God we don't have years of it.
I know Job was only 18 months.
18 months, right? And I don't know if you're seeing, but you are getting tons of love and support.
You told me to focus on you.
Yes, I did. Because you needed to at that moment. You know.
Yeah.
Take off the E.
Yeah. There's no E on it.
It's job.
Yeah. Watch Arrested Development.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
Where's her vodka? She don't need vodka right now.
No, I'm off the vodka.
So yeah, man. I don't know if this was good or bad to do it while here, but there it is.
Well, no, I needed it.
It's full transparency, man.
It is full transparency. It's cleansing. I mean, I need to see it.
Numbers and stuff. You know the problem is that what we do is a very niche thing. Okay. And it's so niche that it's a niche within a niche. Because people who just don't get it, it's like, so what? We don't sit here and read for, the mentally ill, right?
No.
The people.
We don't take advantage.
I don't take advantage of the mentally ill. We don't take advantage of people that are hurting, right?
By lying to them.
By lying to them and telling them, look,
Right.
anyone who has seen other readers.
That's why we don't do one card pulls and
No.
3 card. No.
No, there's a level of. That's why look. The people that we resonate with are people who know truth when they hear it and accept it. But here's the thing, is that the truth that we deliver, don't forget, look at me. This is important. The people that we reach and that make, I'm not pointing to anything here. Never forget who our target is. It was given to us. We are to reach out to those, to bring faith to the faithless and hope to the hopeless. The people who have faith, but their faith is broken. The ones on the fringes.
The people who've lost their faith in humanity and humankind.
Exactly.
And that's where I'm at. I don't have a beef with God. I'm just pissed at humans right now. That's all.
That's okay. That's okay, man. Ebbs and flows, man.
Human beings are so damn awful.
Yeah, Gloria, yeah. I know that's common when we give readings. She says that we gave her a reading a few weekends ago, and she felt so drained for a couple of days after the reading. Yeah, because it's deep, man. It hits the soul. We're not immune to that pain.
No, this is our everyday life. I mean, these cards are nothing. This is just, they're just glaring at me. But this is the shit that I know, because it is, every single one of these cards are playing in my head all the time. All the time. All day long. It doesn't shut out. Except for the practice makes perfect. I didn't even think about that card. I hate that card.
No, it's your heart card, as you say. So
it would be. It's ironic that I get that,
mm-hmm.
but it's ironic that everything is upside down as well.
Pretty much.
But I understand that. I mean, I get that because I'm not. Yeah. I'm not in a good spot.
Right.
I'm just not.
I know.
But that's okay. I get it. You know.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, like, I just don't get how to pause myself. It isn't about, like, taking 5 minutes for myself, because I can take more than 5 minutes. That's what people don't understand, is that I can totally detach myself from everything that we do. And we have obligations to light workers and all that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I can sit and play my game and just check the hell out. Mm-hmm. And not even, I have to stay on the fringe of the psychic world, because in tune, because if I don't, then I know you will check out. And that's where the control comes in. And so if I feel like, again, with that, it's like the monkey's toes. And so it's like, you know, and it's like, if I check out, then you check out. It's like it gives you a pass.
In the past, yes. In the past,
yes. We'll see. We'll see.
How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm bloated. That's what.
Not that, asshole.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, about this. It's like, I mean, I can almost hear Paul chastising me, is what I can hear. Mm-hmm. Not in a bad way.
No, it's not happening.
In a good way. Like, you know, like, why are you doing this? Like.
To yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like.
Yeah. It's true.
I just don't know how to balance anything right now, because I can't, like.
It'll get easier.
But it's like everything is in pieces and shambles, and I don't even know where to begin.
Stop. Remember this. Stop. Take a moment. Take a snapshot. Take a screenshot of the feeling you're feeling right now. Use that as your gauge, as your comparison guide. Not what other people. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Because it ain't coming from me.
Okay.
Take this moment. Yes.
Okay.
Take this moment. Record it on your soul. Take this moment and record it on your soul, and use it to be the catalyst that you compare everything against.
For myself?
Yes.
You mean like...
For your state of being. This is
like
bottom.
Bottom.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
Nowhere to go but rise. Okay? Seriously. Yes. Not big on audiences.
I understand. I get it.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You needed to be here. before we go anywhere. This is what you compare against, because you operate off of comparison.
That's most
Me, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't compare myself to other, like, what other people are doing. It's just not me. I go
but
off
all
of,
women do that.
I'm not judging.
No, I know you're not judging. I'm telling you.
I'm just stating the difference. You operate off of comparison, and so what you need to do is switch the comparison and operate from this comparison. Use this as your baseline. This is your baseline. Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, but is that factual? Is that going to really happen? Or how long am I going to stay in this rock bottom?
Once you know it, but here's the thing: once you know where you're at, it's easier to gauge where you're going.
Yeah, but I have to engage it. I'm the one who has to do it.
Has to do what?
Take myself out of the situation.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the other side pull myself out of this situation?
No, it's a joint effort. It's always a joint effort. It's the same reason that the only people that could block our blessings is us.
Right.
I blocked mine for a good part of this year.
Yeah.
And I only came to the realization, 2 weeks ago? That it was me? You know?
No, people are misunderstanding what we're talking about. Justin, clarify that, please.
Well, what's happening over here?
No, it's not. I'm not saying I need proof, which is having no faith. I have faith in God.
Yeah.
It's not that at all. It's just that this is.
Yeah, we get. Listen, it's not. Saying. Oh yeah, no. She doesn't need proof of anything. I mean, we get proof. She's been getting proof for 17 years. When I do readings for people that I've never met. You know what I mean? And it's the message is always designed. This is just
another exclamation point. This is a double, triple exclamation point for me, because I can't get it through my thick skull of what I need to do. And when everybody thinks it's about, like, you know, it isn't about God, my belief in God, or my faith in God. This is about my faith in humankind and the shit that's been thrown at us at all year long. We have never, ever been in a...
faced with such trials
right.
and tribulations,
right.
while trying to still do
right.
what we're doing.
Right.
And that was the test, boo. Are you still going to do what... That's the way I'm taking it. That's the way I've taken... I look back and I'm like, okay, it all makes sense, because impurities were burned off.
Right. And I burned those impurities off like a tick. A few weeks ago.
We are clay on the potter's wheel, man.
Totally. And I've been cleansing those impurities one by one.
Yeah, so look.
But there's other things that play into factor, like, you know...
Yeah.
You know, that...
rough spots happen, but are you still going to...
We're not down and out, we're still in the game.
Still.
The thing is that...
It's your impatience, man. It's impatience more than anything.
And the problem is that my impatience has been... I've been the coach for 17 damn years. So I'm tired.
Yeah. I understand. I know.
I mean, it goes back further because it had to do with my fucking mother and my brother. And so I'm just tired.
I know.
Right.
I know.
And so, you know...
Throw on a whole new flock of responsibilities on top. On top of being tired. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but,
you know,
listen,
but
that's where the energy... I know.
Because I can't do it anymore.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
exactly, Natasha. Trust me, I fight every day. We did learn a really interesting lesson the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I mean, look, it isn't... What people have to know, they don't understand, is that if you're an intuitive, and people... And this is what I've always said. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are anybody. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, you can be the Pope. Well, he's got big fish. I mean, he's got, you know, hell's waiting for his ass. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter. Motivational speakers, people, it looks like they all got their shit together, and it's not. Life is real, and trials and tribulations are real. And people who help other people, people have to, you know, we're real people, so we have to constantly, we live life real. And life, you know, we have a child who has a disability. And it's getting worse every day. And I think about that and I see it and I just... But I have to put a block up. I just... This is shit people don't see, man. So anybody who tries to sell you, it's like, no, your life can't be summed up in, you know, you're never going to achieve true enlightenment from anybody. It's a journey. And even though you know a lot of stuff and you have a lot of self-introspection, we all fall into ditches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's potholes along the way, man.
Always.
Yeah.
But
look,
when you grow,
when you fall 7 times, you get up 8. Right?
Yeah.
It's cliche, but what are you gonna do? Sometimes you fall and you hurt your knee, and it takes a minute to get up. You know what I mean? It takes a minute, but you do it.
Yeah.
Just took a minute, man. That's all. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, look, just like Joseph was literally thrown in a ditch by his brothers, then sold into slavery, and then falsely accused by his master's wife, and then thrown in prison, right? Whole time, if it was you or me, we'd have done forgot about God. Dude, at that point, there is no God, but he didn't. That was the lesson in that story, is that he didn't. And it was all good because it ultimately put him in a position to save not only his entire family, but an entire nation.
Yeah.
You got to look at things through heaven's eyes, man.
It's kind of hard when you live like
I
in
know.
this hellhole.
I know. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody.
Yeah. It's all good, man.
Sometimes you
We're
just have to
pulling
let
out.
your cheese hang out in the wind.
Sometimes people need to see the real, man. That, you know why? Because here's the thing, unlike other people, we're here to let everyone know that is bothering to take time out of their night to watch, that they're not alone.
Seriously.
Well, thanks, Don C.
Thank you, Don C.
That people aren't alone, man. You know? You got psychics, and mediums, pastors, priests, well, psychiatrists, psychologists, whoever. Motivational speakers. The people who don't want you to see that they go through something, it's selling you something. True strength comes in knowing one's self.
Yep. I'm not
And in
ashamed
knowing
of it.
no,
I'm
and
not
in
ashamed
knowing
of it.
oneself, you realize that we're weak. But Paul said that we are perfect in our weakness, because it is in our weakness, it is our weakness that allows Christ to step in and take the reins. And so when we are weak, we are really strong.
I feel pretty weak. So.
And that is the importance of relinquishing control. Because if you control things in your weakness, then you're not allowing Christ to step in and take control. And so, yeah, I'm a psychic medium. I'm a psychic medium who believes in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Watch those numbers drop to like 2, and that's okay. Because I only say that I'm a psychic medium because it's the only way to explain what it is that I do. So, why would God use somebody like me to bring messages of love from the other side? The reason is simple. Because God uses me to show His grace. You know? To show people that are on the precipice a little bit of proof. Show people a little bit of proof that God is real, that He is there. Because some people, you know, they don't take to a book. They don't want to hear a book. They don't want to read a book. Some people just need a little glimpse of proof that their loved ones are still there. And if their loved ones are still there, then by association, then God must exist. Because if their loved ones have passed away and they're still there and coming through and bringing messages of love and faith, then obviously that's being done somehow.
Right.
That they're still on the other side. That there is another side. That there is a heaven. Therefore, God exists. It's a little piece of proof granted through God's grace. That's all. And so, yeah, I don't know what our numbers are. Don't really care.
They dropped to 14.
It's all right.
You got a
I got what?
a card reading from Lisa. Is Lisa on?
Somebody who's wanting a card reading? Lisa?
Yeah. Hey. Hold on.
All right.
Hold
Well,
on just a second.
who cares about
Oh
the
yeah, as
numbers?
soon as you said Lord Jesus Christ, it dropped. It always
Get rid of them, dude. That's the whole point.
Susan wanted a card reading, right? Susan?
Oh, okay.
She donated.
Okay. It's cool. You okay?
Yeah.
Alright. And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh, Natasha too.
You gonna sit there?
Yeah, here. Oh no.
What?
Fail crash at 30%, 120.
Yeesh. Alright, Susan. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Down here. Hey, Dana, I know. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody's love, and I really do. And I do feel cleansed. I do. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders, and maybe I needed that just out in the zeitgeist. Maybe I needed to stop it having it bottled. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And that's what I meant by cleansing. Like,
I know.
I needed it just
Taken off of you.
taken off of me.
Yeah. I understand.
Because I believe in the zeitgeist and the power of the zeitgeist. And, like, if you put it out there and you burn it, it's like pulling a tick. I really, really believe that. Here, Dom, I'm getting up. Hey, Dominic, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go downstairs.
Alright, so who we got? We got Susan first.
And
Should
Natasha.
be a thing on the screen that shows you the latest donations and a name.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Okay. Cool.
Susan. Okay. Susan's awesome.
Alright.
Hey, Boba. Boba. Would you go get Daddy something in there?
Yeah, just a drink.
Yeah, I need some.
Alright, so Susan. Alright, so Hey, Roseanne. Roseanne. Alright, hang on one sec, guys. Okie doke. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, Susan. You first. Oh yeah, definitely. Always noise in the background. So, Susan, the first thing that I'm getting for you, Susan, are you ready? I want to make sure you're ready before. All right, cool. So right off the bat, what I'm getting from you, Susan, is you have really been working on yourself. You have been working on your self-awareness in regards to thought patterns and consciously trying to be more optimistic with everything in life. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, hang on. Who is that for? Okay, Susan, I'm sorry. I got distracted for a moment. Not anything externally here, just I'm sorry. As I started doing your reading, my concentration got broken. And I don't think this is for you, but I had somebody. Why would you show yourself to me like that? Female passed in a car accident. But is this fresh? Hang on a sec, guys. No. Hello. The light needs to go to the light, not here. They'll explain everything. They'll explain everything. Not my place to say, just go there. You see it? It's okay. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Give me 1 second, okay? I'm just gonna take a quick intermission. I've got to deal with something. Just 2 minutes tops, okay? Hang tight. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Let me get back in the zone here. Susan. That's a first, man. That is a first. Okay. You've been really taking assessment of yourself and trying to be more optimistic, taking note of when you are feeling fatalistic or just negative, and really been consciously trying to pull yourself out of things. Another thing that you've been working on is not compromising on what it is that what you want, what you need, and what you have to have. And I feel like this has been a very, like a very real struggle for you. Mainly because you are a caretaker type of personality. And it is just in your nature that you would rather suffer than let anyone else suffer. And while that's still true, it's been a real struggle to try to, because in the past, that caretaker's mentality also came with a little bit of a martyr's role, really. And you've realized that and really been trying to pull out of it so that you don't self-victimize. You don't victimize yourself. And it's been a struggle. I just want to let you know that that the progress that you're making is noted, and there's a very proud feeling associated with this. Okay. And I know that there are times when you feel like just kind of backing out. And just kind of, dipping away from everybody for a little bit. The message with that, though, is that when you do that, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure that you're doing it because you legitimately need to recharge your batteries. You know what I mean? Rather than doing it because you're afraid to say no to somebody. That takes a level of self-awareness that I feel like you're still working on. Because when you do retreat and you do pull back from everybody and everything, make sure that it is in a spirit of being generous to yourself, and because you need time to reset, recharge, replenish, rather than using being generous to yourself as an excuse to not speak your truth or because that would just be another way of compromising when that's something that you're working on, is not compromising. And I know this period of self-discovery and growth has been hard and it's been painful. And I know it feels like you're spinning your wheels and you're not going anywhere, but you are. You have to believe that, because you are your own worst critic. Okay? And I got to tell you, just the sheer fact that you're becoming aware of your thought process and attitude towards things is light years ahead of where you were even 6 months ago. It feels like you've made rapid advances in this, and that's not easy. Okay? You are making moves. The thing is, you got to stop beating yourself up, and because it feels like for every positive step that you take, you know, the Dark One whispers in your ear of a mistake from the past. And that could kind of throw you for a loop. And I mean, I could see you sitting around for a day, 2 days, 3 days, just giving yourself hell, beating yourself up over things that can't be changed. And it really boils down to having to be able to, forgive yourself for decisions that you feel that you made that were wrong. Because it's crazy, because what happens is your mind plays tricks on you, Susan. That decisions that you made 10 years ago, for example, were the right decision for the time, but as you look back on it with hindsight, yeah. When you look back on it with hindsight, your memory plays tricks on you. And you start remembering things differently. To where it doesn't feel like... It doesn't feel like the right decision now. Well, it may not be the right decision now, but it was then. And so you gotta... Look, even if you think you made wrong decisions, you gotta forgive those. Because they were the right decision at the time. For whatever reason. And so, one of the big things that happens to you when you start down a spiral is that it feels like the equivalent of just hiding in a corner and not moving. And you could be like literally like stuck in a room or inside for a week, 2 weeks at a time, if you allow yourself. You've gotten a lot better at mentally breaking when that happens. And it's wild because, like, logically, okay, I have to do something. But it takes a day or two to get up the gumption to do it. And so the answer to when that happens, when you get stuck, is to just, even if it just means walking around the house, just walk, move. Even though I know it is painful at times. it'll like lubricate everything up and get that gumption up. It's like, like a crank start, like getting everything going. But yeah, you've made incredible strides in your outlook, in standing up for yourself. The problem is the lack of belief in yourself, which is always the beginning of the downward spiral for you. The lack of belief in yourself is what kind of sets you on that negative thought train, if you will. And it always ends up like time traveling, right? And having to look back on, you start thinking about decisions you made, and this is just summing up. But you always catch yourself in it. And you gotta rewind it and come back. All right. You're doing good. Stop being so hard on yourself. And when you feel stuck and you feel like you literally can't move, make it a priority to get up and just walk to the other side of the room. Okay, does that make sense for you? And it'll start working from there. All right. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read you. Welcome everybody who's just joined. Roseanne is off tonight. She is off camera. She is off doing something. I don't know. That's right. Dum dum dum. R.I.P. headphone users.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
How loud is it? I'm gonna have to.
I don't know, man. Air it out my ears. Man, Tom.
Sorry, well the volumes aren't level, and I mean, donate if you want level volumes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Is it that much of a delay? Or is that you just rewound?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
that's...
can see why. Well, that's because you talk so quiet and then the microphone. Yeah, well.
I set him up for disaster is what it is. Set him up for disaster. I'm like, talk like Bob Ross.
RIP headphone users in 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Yeah, I talk like Bob Ross when I'm giving readings, and then it's like, it's like, Aaron Dramer, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. It's like Rod Roddy. Anybody remember Rod Roddy from the old Price is Right? Hey, there she is. I set him up, you knock him down. If you don't come away with your eardrums bleeding, we're doing it wrong.
The lead just comes out of the ears. I mean, you listen to the...
Yeah. All right, so... Who's next? Natasha?
Yep.
All right. Was there someone... Yeah, easy with those sound effects. Let's not kill everybody. Everybody's...
Fingers on it, no.
Oh, okay.
Susan donated twice, actually, it shows up here. It says she donated 25 and then she donated 20 at one point. So, who's Lisa? Because I have it up here and it doesn't say anything about Lisa.
Yeah, I don't know who's
that.
Who is Lisa? It's in her PayPal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is she on?
I don't know. Is she on? Because I don't see it on here. Go check not you, Roseanne, check the page. Because...
No, because she might have used PayPal.me. I think Mommy was talking to her in private message. But if she's not on here, so if she's on,
it's not going to show up on here, right? I mean,
if she's not in the chat, then
yeah, I'm lost. I'm confused. We need better technology. Which we'll be getting. We'll get it squared away, one way or another. Right? Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
Maybe Streamlabs can sponsor us and give us better technology.
Start playing video games on here, live stream.
Oh yeah, might as well. It would probably get more views if I just start playing Mario Kart or something on here. Go live. It says Splatoon 2. Just get people subscribed to the Intuitive couple. That way you get more viewers when you.
I wouldn't want them, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Video game people. I appreciate that, Natasha. I know they're my people too, but
Yeah,
not for this.
No, I know that.
Not for this.
That's why it's not on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, Dom does good with what we got, man.
It's the best it can be at the moment.
At the moment. It's all good, man. Don't need,
Is she on?
Lisa is... she might...
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Okay. It's no problem.
So Natasha didn't want a card reading? She was
No,
just
yeah.
Oh.
So, thank you guys. Thanks for the love. Definitely appreciate it. But hey, let me ask you guys a question while I got you. So, looking to expand on content besides... Oh, God, here he comes.
What?
Oh, Lord, he coming.
He wants money. No, he wants money.
So I got it.
Oh, Lord, he coming. Trying to expand on content besides just these lives, which I'm not going to stop doing. It's who we are. But as far as content goes, yeah. As far as content goes, what would you guys, what would you guys like to see? Sound off. Let's see.
Should I play a sound effect?
No.
Sound off.
Honestly, it didn't hurt my ears.
Well, people like turning it up all the way, turning it up to 11.
Yeah, especially when I'm, pulling the Bob Ross. All right, I've got a happy little cloud on I've got a retreat card with a happy little angel. And a happy little card with gold foil on the sides.
We also need to put the dun-dun in there for the Law and Order.
Dong dong.
Yeah. Okay.
NDEs. Good one. Rolls of Angels. Ooh, good one. Okay. Are we writing this down?
Lucifer fans on here. Okay.
The TV show.
Life review.
Yes, the television show.
The television show. Yes.
Did not mean. I don't know why. I mean, when I talk about TV, I'm going to talk about anything. It's either a Seinfeld reference, an Office reference.
Parks and Recreation.
So, Natasha, life review, are you meaning like directly after passing?
Oh. Interesting.
I'm okay.
He's like, I'm okay. Okay. Could talk about that. I'll have to get clearance from the other side
That
to.
was one we were supposed to
Yes.
play.
Well, I get clearance before everything. More Rick Astley for Roseanne, of course. Right.
I was doing that just before.
Okay, Dana. That's good. That's good.
She was burning some sage for me too.
It worked.
Giovanni, sing it. Sing some Rick
Dana's
Astley.
the only one I know that where it actually works.
Go. Go. Go.
You know, and Dana, you know, it's funny because you know how I'm always late, right, to these things. I had said to Dominic a couple of weeks ago, I said, you know, I should make some pre-roll videos.
What goes on?
No, of like what people should do in preparation for a reading. So, like the rules for a reading. Not everybody gets a reading. If you do get a reading, make sure that you validate the message, that you cherish the message. They only come through at a light. All the things that I constantly say over and over and over and over again every week. You know, pray to your loved ones. Tell them it's okay to come through to me. That type of thing. And have them as like a pre-roll before I come on, before the intro and all of that. You know, instead of just like the blank, like fall foliage thing. And have those loop. What? So yeah, I think I'll have to do that. You know. Yeah. And see, that's a whole nother video too, man. Is that, you know, I have no control over who comes through. You know what I'm saying? I have no control over who comes through or when.
Okay, now I know I'm late to this, and I know I'm
What?
gonna interrupt you, Flo.
No,
but,
you're not. What?
Okay, it said a life review. When I started that, I thought of review videos on YouTube. Like, here are the pros and cons of the product. You know, like it's not that good of a product, so I rate it 1 star. You know, life isn't that good. 1 star. No, I'm just joking.
1
But,
star.
You know,
You know, here's the thing, guys. Nobody wants to be able to connect with your loved ones more than me. It's true. So if you haven't had a reading yet, if your loved ones haven't come through, just there's nothing I could do other than just keep plugging away for you. That's why I do these, you know what I mean? That's why I still come on and do lives. And here's the thing, here's the key takeaway for spirit readings, man. It really boils down to this, guys. Everybody involved's got to be ready for the message. So you may be completely ready to hear the message, but they might not be. They might not be ready to deliver a message. They may not want to deliver a message through me. That's a good point, Don. So they may want to come through in a visitation dream for you first. And they may come to you in different ways. See, this is a part of being able to validate and cherish our loved ones when they do come through. okay, is that I want you all to be able to recognize when your loved ones are around you, without my help. You know, I'll always be here I'm always going to try to help facilitate that reconnection, always. But I think it's just as important, if not more so, for everybody to be able to recognize and validate the energy when it's around them. What does that look like? What does that mean? I think it's incredibly important that you're able to recognize and validate the energy of your loved ones when they come to you. So put it this way. Have you ever been in a room with your back to the door and you're in the room alone and you're engrossed in something, whatever it is that you're doing? Somebody enters the room, but you don't hear them, but you feel a presence and you turn around and someone's there. Right? You didn't hear them come in, but you felt their energy enter the room. That energy does not change just because their physical limitation has passed away. The essence of a person doesn't change when we cross. It's there. And so you could be in the car and a song will come on that will remind you of your loved one. And all of a sudden you'll feel that warmth, like they're there with you again. Dude, that's them. Don't discount that. So many people, when that happens, you talk yourself out of it. Like it's crazy or something. And it's not. It's them. Look, they're always going to come to you. They're going to come to you before they come to me. You know, I'm a stranger. But, and sometimes, you know, I've had all sorts of situations. I've had people take a look at my life's journey and say, whoa, that don't jive with me in my life. I got nothing in common with you. And they tried their best to communicate, but it just, you know, that's why there's more than one medium. There's more than one psychic. I don't have a monopoly on this thing. Not meant to be that way. You know? What?
Hey, there's someone named Lisa Betchel supposed to come on. She's trying to log into YouTube, so just want to let you know.
Okay. See, Susan, there you go. Yeah, you can't discredit that. Because that's not validating and cherishing that interaction. It's not crazy. It's totally normal, man. And people are going to come through to you before. Look, man, this isn't like a parlor trick. It takes a lot of energy for them to communicate with me in the way that they do. And, you know, I've also had times where people, you know, think that they're ready, but they're really, really not. You know, how do you know when you're ready? Well, it's when you've hit that mode of acceptance and you're okay. Yeah, I saw that, Tracy. It was crazy. You know, there's a lot of factors that go into this thing, man. And so I don't want you to get discouraged and think that it's never going to happen. The fact is, it always happens when you least expect it. The only constant that I know is that both sides have to be ready for the message. Yeah, that's a common one too, man. The smell of cigarettes, especially if the person smoked, that's very common. That's one of the easy ways for them to, get that message across. So yeah, man. I mean, you guys got great ideas as far as. Cigarettes, cigars, yeah. Absolutely. So Lisa is logging on. It's Lisa who?
Mitchell, I think. You should say Lisa. Lisa.
Okay. Got one more card reading, I guess. Just waiting on her to log on. Spiritual warfare. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely that. That's a heavy one, isn't it? Yeah, investigations of haunted houses always get high views. Yeah, I know, man. That's what I was saying earlier, man. Is that, it's a shame because anything dealing with the afterlife or that's painted in a negative or spooky light will always outsell how it really is. Here's the thing, though. Like, Roseanne wants to do that so bad. Go to, like, a haunted location and do an investigation. I kind of do, too. But, you know what I would do? I would go, and if there really was anything there, I would get rid of it. It's only the right thing to do.
But you would help them cross over.
Well, if it's bad, I would get rid of it.
Yeah.
And if they were just stuck, I would help them cross. No more haunting. So yeah, a place that makes their living on the fact that they have a haunted place wouldn't be haunted after I was done with it. I know that for a fact. Because whether it's just somebody, alright, so one of the things that drives me nuts is when they go into, say, like the mental asylums, right? The old shut down mental wards. And they have EVPs always saying, get out, or, leave. Maybe it's just somebody that's stuck because they were confused in life, and when they passed, they were still confused, and they're stuck, and they don't know to go to the light, and they're scared, and they've been stuck there for years and years and years. All the while, as ghost hunting has become more popular and you have people that don't really know what they're doing. They don't have a medium with them. They don't have, they rely on instruments. And even with that, they don't really know what they're doing or who they're talking to, or, you know what I mean? They're just mimicking what they see on TV. You know. But have you ever stopped to think that it's not demonic, it's human? And the reason that they're saying get out, now put yourself in that ghost position. You pass away, but you don't know what's happening. All of a sudden, you know, your environment slowly changes around you and it becomes dilapidated and you're stuck there and you don't know what's going on. People come and say, "Hey, are you here?" What's your reaction? Yes, I'm right here. I'm right here. Help me. Hey, I'm going to knock on the thing. Can you knock? And you're like, yeah. They're like, whoa, oh my gosh. And that goes on for hours. And you're like, yeah, help me out, man. I'm stuck. I don't know what's going on. And then they just bounce. Next weekend, another crew comes in. Same thing. You're like, yeah, I'm here. I don't know what happened last time, but I'm here. Same thing. At the end of the night, they bounce. Why isn't anyone helping me? I'm communicating the best I can. Third weekend, same thing. You're just like, these people ain't going to help me. Imagine that happening over and over and over and over again, and people acknowledging you, but no one's helping you. Safe to say, you get pretty frustrated. That frustration would turn into anger. And so by the 150th time that somebody comes in, or whatever, what's your reaction? Hey, is somebody here? Get the hell out. Because you know the end result is going to be the same. Right? What the hell? Just get out. Why are you bothering me? And so now you're mad. Now you're flinging stuff at them. Get out. You're trying to chase them away because they're not going to do anything to truly help you. That's what I see when I see ghost hunter shows. That's what I see. Do dead celebrities show up in dreams or just say hello? I have had dead celebrities.
Lisa's on.
Okay. I have had dead celebrities come in and give full readings. Yes. But not to the general public, to their family. Celebrity is a human concoction that is only applicable on the physical side. And so once we cross, that is no more. Why do spirits get stuck? Could be a number of reasons. I've encountered reasons of mental illness, a combination of mental illness, and I had one really sad story of a man who was mentally challenged in life, and all throughout life, his father told him that he was no good and that he would never get into heaven because he was evil. And so when he crossed, he saw the light, but he refused to go because he was scared of judgment due to years of mental abuse and a limited mental capacity. Okay, I'm getting to you, Lisa. Okay. Hey, Lisa. He eventually crossed, but it took intervention. And he wouldn't have received the intervention, ironically, if it wasn't for a ghost hunter. A ghost hunter who was like, I just want to hear your side of the story. And he followed her home because she said she was the first person that ever said to him that she wanted to hear his side of the story. And it began spooking her. A ghost hunter spooked because a ghost followed her home. Again, people don't know what they're doing. It's all fun and games until a ghost follows you home. But he crossed. Okay? I'm ruining the story. I'm telling a sum-up thing because Lisa's on. I'm not going to go into the whole bloody thing. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Gee whiz. I'm ruining the story. It is quite sad. All right. So, Lisa. Doing well. How about yourself? So we're going to do a general overall card reading for you. Okay? And we're going to see what comes of it. What's up? I'm ruining the story, huh?
Hey, do you want to sit here?
No, it's just sad.
It is. The entire story is sad. I had to give a sum up, though. Because it was just in response to...
Plus, we haven't told our story on LWE yet, so... Nothing. Can't use control.
All right. All right, so we're doing a reading for Lisa. All right, so Lisa, are you ready? I'm just taking a minute to kind of tune into your energy here, which is odd, but and it's odd because what I'm feeling is coinciding with what I'm seeing here in the cards that I pulled for you. And really, you know, as I'm shuffling and I'm really trying to tune into your energy, it's really interesting because when somebody has a wall up, I can feel that. Okay. But what's weird is your wall goes up, your wall comes down. Your wall comes up, your wall comes down. And it's this push-pull dynamic of the state of life that you're in right now. And it feels like, this is what I'm feeling, is that you've been hurt a lot. But your inner essence and your nature is to love. And so the hurts that you've experienced in life cause your walls to go up, but the love inside is like, no, 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 no. And you consciously bring them down. And your walls go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. And man, this just results in exhaustion. Spiritual and mental exhaustion on your part. Okay? And it coincides with what Roseanne likes to call the heart card, the first card of the pull, which is the commitment card, which came out upside down, which, given this feel, well, hi Jamie, thank you. Given this feel, Lisa, is this inner struggle, this inner struggle of wanting to keep yourself defended, but at the same time, you know, not wanting to be jaded, not wanting to become jaded. It's all good. This not wanting to become jaded, that's the right thing. That's the right thing. Okay? But this is a part of one of your life lessons this time around, is that you have to learn that it's okay to keep yourself guarded in some manner. In today's world, it's foolish to trust everybody, and I'm not saying that that's the case, but there's the lesson that you're trying to learn this time around is that balance of being able to love and be open while simultaneously guarding your heart and allowing only those in. Because for you, what I'm seeing is that it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. And even this reading, it feels like, man, I'm having to like dip in while the walls are down, because then the walls will go back up. it's this dynamic of yourself. There's two Lisas. There's the guarded, stoic Lisa that doesn't want to let anyone in. But then there's also the Lisa that has an incredible amount of love to give. And it's when you get worn down, when you get spiritually tired, mentally tired of this, because it's a constant analyzation of people that you interact with. And it causes you to analyze the person first before you speak. And so you're really being called to try to merge these two sides of yourself so that you can begin speaking your truth without... Because in your minds, what I'm seeing is like, if you feel like if you speak up to somebody that you don't really know, that it comes across as unclear. I'm trying to get more on that. Yeah, see, there's some major trust factors at play here. You don't, yeah, see, and I feel those walls going up, man. And so when that happens, that tells me, like when I feel a person's walls go up, especially when I start hitting on like speaking your truth or analyzing people before you speak. Or even deciding if they're worthy to speak to. That's a highly defensive nature. And so I see this goes all the way back to childhood. Yeah, So, here's the thing. When I say it goes all the way back to childhood, it's incredibly difficult when you're a child that is full of love and you're a spirit that is full of love and you have tons of love to give, but you were brought up in an environment where that is not reciprocated in the way that you need it.
Is that making sense to her?
She's not saying anything. So does that make sense so far? The walls go up, they come down. They go up, they come down. They go up, they stay up. Lisa, you still with me? Okay. Right. Okay. So you're saying I'm off on that then, yeah? Right. I got you. Okay. Well, I'll leave that with you. Yeah. I did.
I think the perception.
No, it's a LWE. No. I know what I'm doing. Chill. So.
Okay.
So look.
Go on.
Here's what I know, man. Is that the hurts go back a lot farther than what you realize. I don't retract anything that I ever say. I just leave it with you. Okay? What I do know is that right now, this constant state of I'm going to call it a state of spiritual and emotional confusion, for the simple fact that you want to be open and you want to love, but your walls go up, they come down, and it comes across as confusing for other people. Even those that say that they're closest to you in life. Which in turn confuses you even more, because they're, in your mind, you're like, well, what's so hard to get? I'm me. Why? And if you love me so much, why don't you understand me? This causes doubt and confusion in your mind, and it prevents you from moving forward. And so then you get stuck on the fact that you just get stuck in this endless loop.
It's a block.
Mm-hmm. It causes lots of doubts.
Our perceptions of what we see in the now
Mm-hmm.
is well, what we go through now in our life. This endless loop. Okay? And if we're hurting now, then what our perception was then maybe is the perception that we thought, or what we pick and choose what we want. We handpick. and choose the things we want to see, because we don't necessarily want to face the things we don't want to see because it hurts too much.
Right.
But if we had a rosy childhood, if we all had rosy childhoods, then we wouldn't be hurting now. And the thing is, as adults, we come to a part in our life where, as time goes on, we start to put up safety nets, safety blocks, to protect us from those things, because we don't want to deal with that. It's extremely important. It's an emotional mechanism to protect us from feeling the pain we don't want to feel and deal with. It's easier to do that than to feel it.
Yeah.
You've done it yourself.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
But the point is that we wouldn't have, and it's okay. It's okay, but we've got to start somewhere. And the first thing is being truthful and honest with yourself. Because self-introspection is the biggest part of what everybody goes through in their life. And
it's difficult.
It's so hard. And it's so hard to face those truths. But it's nothing to be ashamed of. Because it's why, it's the first step in getting rid of the pain that we're currently in.
Yeah, see, and look, here's the thing, man.
And it's just, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
Nothing.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
No. And so, look. What I see is a never-ending loop of hurt. And just being tired of getting hurt. And the thing that's so confusing for you is that it's always the ones closest to you that hurt you. And it causes you to question everything.
You may not even know what exactly it is. Because sometimes we just block it so much that we really can't pinpoint it.
Yeah. And, these are things that, and if it's drilled into you early.
It is.
And you have to understand the words I'm saying. I'm very. You
got the marriage card, which is really interesting because I find that the marriage card is a division. It's upside down, and it's a division of two separate people.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is that there's two. It's the wall. As I'm trying to tune in, the wall's going up, the wall's going down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's this duality within you, right? That you want to be able to love, but anytime you love, you get hurt, and it's indecisiveness. It's it's confusion. It's caused this state of chaos and confusion in your mind, and it's attacked everything. It's a fear of getting hurt. It's a fear of getting close to anyone. Because you've made the association that it's the people closest to you that hurt you. But yet you have so much love to give. And no one, and the way that it feels is that no one loves you in the way that you love them. It causes you to question whether you are blessed.
Well, I want to hear from her at this point what has been said. I'm curious to know. Because you know, it's like the first card she got was commitment.
Upside down.
So there's a commitment to herself that she's not making. And you said walls are going up, walls are going down, walls are going up. It's an indecisiveness that is striking a chord with her that she can't, that, you know, is making it uneasy in life.
Take it easy, Natasha.
Good night, Natasha. Lots of love. But, I mean,
and
look.
so, look, here's the thing. She doesn't have to say anything. Okay?
I know what you know. Yeah, that's fine.
She doesn't have to say anything. What I know. Hey, Leo, long time no see. What I know is that the state of emotional and spiritual confusion that you're in all boils down to just accepting and confronting the realities of people, accepting people's limitations. I know. You know. You just have to it boils down to you're looking externally for the answers, but they're internal.
And it's okay that we've made bad choices. We all make bad choices. But the most important thing is that you learn from those choices. Is that you're able to understand, you know, and not beat yourself up over those choices. You cannot allow yourself to hang on those choices.
Just got to live for you. You know, I mean, look.
I sometimes feel like I'm living someone else's life.
That's the speak your truth card, man.
Speak your truth card. Hey, you know what, Lisa? Girl, I'm in the same boat. I'm very critical of people too. But it's not. It's about knowing. You have to walk in other people's shoes and understand their shoes. But
oh my God, it's 12:11.
To know why you're critical of them. Is it because are you judging a book by the cover? Is it a short criticism, like you get irritated by their ignorance, or you just don't have time because they just don't get it? Or are you bitter? Are you angry? Or is it just a combination of all that stuff?
She don't know.
She don't know yet. And that's where the self-reflection is. And, you know, if you are, you know, if you take things in and you're sponge-worthy, is like I say, you know, of other people's emotions, it could be a potpourri of those things, right? Like an empath, you know, like somebody who takes in everybody else's emotions, doesn't know how to handle that on top of their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very, very, it's very intense, but that is something you have to...
See, here's the thing, man, Lisa, is that what I know and what I was talking about in the childhood is that, I know you said that it was happy. Okay. Well, here's what was damaging. Is that people telling you at an early age that you wear your heart on your sleeve. That you can't be so trusting. And I know that they were saying these things out of love for you. But it was taken in it was absorbed in a way that it didn't jive with your soul, with who you are. And that's the push-pull dynamic that you have going on. And so, I mean, that's the reality of it. Look, you've got to make a choice.
And this is just the beginning.
It's just a beginning step.
Yeah,
It don't
listen,
nothing happens overnight.
When you do card, and explain to her, because I'm not on there. So angel card readings are something that, and everybody on here tonight will tell you, Lisa, I know I'm not on screen tonight, but everybody will tell you that's on here. Tracy, well, Natasha's gone off. Let's see here. Who else is Liz is on here. Let's see who else has gotten card readings. Dana, everybody that's on here that has gotten card readings that knows it's still on, you or readings in general, everybody knows that it is just the tip of the iceberg. It is the stuff that we stuff way down in the crevices of our soul, our heart, everything, the stuff that we don't want to deal with. Aaron, yes.
Are you almost done, Dad?
Yes.
Yeah, we're about to.
I'm done. I'm done.
And so it's that stuff that we don't want to deal with. And you're just scratching that surface. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you got to get a card reading all the time. What it means is just trying to find some perspective and meaning into, yeah, right, Aaron, and into what he's saying to you. And if you're uncomfortable and you need a little bit more clarification, I know this is the first time you're watching us, you can message Justin and he will clarify with you privately.
I'm not feeling that.
You're not? Okay.
No, I feel her connect with you more than me.
Well, I
The walls
directed
go-
her to you. On
Well,
purpose.
and that's fine, but what I'm saying is, as I'm reading her, the walls were up, down, then they went up and they stayed up. But when you spoke, they came down.
Okay.
So the connection is there for you.
I feel like this world is unkind. Well, you should have been on earlier when Justin gave me a cleansing reading, because what did I just say to everybody? The world is... There's a lot of good in the world, but humankind drains us. And I've lost my faith in humankind. But we find it in little moments. And in this group of people that we have here,
Best people on the internet.
the best people that we have on the internet.
Yep.
You know, and you know, I don't want you to feel that, you know, I definitely think that you getting a card reading was a wise decision for you. I think you're uncertain of things in your life because you're flip-flopping back and forth because of your belief system and not knowing if this is the right path for you to even be seeking answers like this. Is kind of crazy. But there is a desperation of knowing that you need some answers, but you just don't know where to begin. And there is a fear behind it. It's a fear of hearing things that you don't necessarily want to hear, you don't necessarily want to face. And remember, the message that we get is not necessarily the message that we want to hear, but it's the message you need to hear. That is always what it comes down to.
Yep.
So just know
So
that...
yeah, I mean, for more clarification, because we got to wrap this up.
Yeah, you can take a picture.
Shoot a...
Can you take a picture of that for me?
I don't have my phone on me, I don't think.
Of course, everybody's taking my stuff, so just leave them there.
Yeah, I'll
take a
leave
picture
them
of
there
it.
and then...
And I'll send them to her. And I'll give
Yeah.
her clarification. If she's wanting clarification, because it's like, here's the thing.
Because it didn't land. It didn't land
with her.
With me, nah, it didn't land. I'm telling you. I felt it, and that's why I just said, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to back off it because it's not landing. And that's okay. She don't know me like that. It's cool. There's a defensive nature. So
No. It's okay.
It's all
Giovanni,
good, man.
come say goodbye. Come on, hurry. Come on, so you can go to bed. But to everybody who has donated and paid for
Yes,
everything
thank you
tonight,
so much.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. Okay, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Lisa, no. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. There is nothing wrong with what I'm saying not resonating with you. That's okay. That's why I have Roseanne. I know what she's saying is resonating with you, but that's how I operate. She's got a guard up, man. And look, I'm not exactly what you would look, not what people think of when you think of a psychic medium. I'm just not. I'm not woo-woo, and there's not...
Bye.
I'm an acquired taste.
Bye.
Let's just put it that way. And that's okay. If what I'm saying isn't landing, I know what you are. I felt it land and stick. So that's the important thing. All right? So yeah, you didn't do anything wrong. There's no reason to
I'll take a
apologize.
picture of
Roseanne
your
will
cards.
take care of it and
don't
get you more
listen.
info.
You got don't. Gio,
Bye-bye.
hold on.
Bye-bye, people. Bye-bye.
Okay.
To everybody.
Thank you so much, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Okay?
Good night.
Night-night.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.